Oh, hi. Woo! Welcome back. If you're watching these in order, I'm still Foxy Grandpa, and this is the second week of Pride Month 2021. And this week we're going to be talking about But I'm a Cheerleader. So I'm gonna put up my hair, block my eyebrows, and then, yeah, let's get into this. Alright, so I'm gonna start off with my usual Bobby B vitamin-enriched face base. Yeah, so today we are talking about the movie for our very second week of Pride movies. We're talking about the movie But I'm a Cheerleader. Starring some of my favorite underrated actors, Natasha Lyonne and Bud Cort. And it's all very exciting. I love this movie. This movie is hilarious. I mean, let's just get into it. Let's. The review's over. No need for makeup. I'm gone. Right? No. Let's actually talk about this. Okay. Next, I'm going in with my Krylon TV paint stick. All right. So I do want to note that the movie opens on the song "Chick Habit" by April May. And I effing love that song so much. I used to be a go-go dancer, and that was one of our, like, go-to songs. Ugh, such a good song. This movie is filled with great music. Great art direction and stuff, too. It's very, like 70s horror, like, Suspiria meets Wes Anderson. It's very, like, creepy and pristine and colorful. And symmetrical. Yeah, everything's shot really beautifully. It's a lot of fun to look at. So we open, and Natasha Lyonne is, just your regular, average cheerleader. She doesn't really seem to like her boyfriend much, but whatever. She's just kind of going about her day. And then at dinner time, we see that, apparently, Megan is the main character that Natasha plays. Her name. Megan apparently is a vegetarian, which means she just gets, like, rice and vegetables for dinner. And then we get, like, shots of her locker, and there's, like, a girl in a bikini hang out in there, but it's nothing, like, super scandalous or anything. They're trying to drop all these, like, little hints because like, less than 5 minutes into the movie, she basically gets ambushed by her friends and family at home with an intervention because they think she's a lesbian, which, surprise, surprise, is news to her. And they point to her vegetarianism, the bikini lady in the locker, all these other sort of, like, weird stereotypes. The best part is that, or the best part or the worst part, so they're gonna send her to, like, one of those horrible gay conversion camps. Except the head of this camp is RuPaul Charles, who is, if you'll know, is the world's most famous drag queen, and is running around the entire movie with the shirt that says "Straight is great." It's pretty great. It's pretty hilarious. Oh yeah, his name's Mike. He's like, we're gonna straighten her out. Don't worry. Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, so by the way, I'm putting some links in below for, like, actual resources. If anybody knows anyone, or if you are somebody who has been subjected to that sort of horrific gay conversion therapy or anything like it, and put some resources down below. But anyway, back to the movie. Yeah, RuPaul, like, during the intervention, he goes over to Megan and he goes, "I myself was once a gay." This is stupid. Oh yeah, I guess so. So their line of evidence is she eats tofu. She likes Melissa Etheridge. She doesn't like to kiss her idiot boyfriend. Which, frankly, like, have you seen him kiss? I don't want to kiss him either. And they said that, like, a lot of the art that she has around her room is highly vaginal. But yeah, so they whisk her off to this, like, conversion camp called True Directions. And they took her they took her pom-poms. She loves being a cheerleader very much. And I guess she was 17 and they're like, woo, got it right before that liberal arts education brainwashing. Oof. And so the rest of the movie is sort of like a little sort of, it goes through all the steps that basically you have to do to graduate to become, I guess, a straight in the program. And step one, admitting you're homosexual. So we get these nice little like card inserts right in there. And so yeah, so after we get this little card, we get Hillary, who's the other person in charge of this abomination. She's giving Megan like a tour of the place where the food is and everything. Family therapy on the weekends. Fun. Oh, and then they show her the girls' dormitory, which I kind of love and hate. It is like so obnoxiously pink. It's pink on pink on pink on pink on pink. And then yeah, and then we also get to see the big chart on the wall where I guess everybody gets to chart their progress through all of the steps of becoming heterosexual again. Oy vey. Yeah, so then we get like group therapy and everyone goes around and basically admits they're homosexual. Acting, dancing, homosexual. One guy's like Jewish and homosexual. So I guess thanks for clarifying. Oh yeah, and of course the great irony is that Hillary's son is the most flamboyantly gay boy on the entire grounds of the place. Oh, and so apparently they gave the girls this I can't tell. I mean, who knows? This is a joke story. But like apparently they gave the girls like electroshock things called like for aversion therapy. So if they start thinking dirty thoughts about other girls, they can just zap themselves. And so like most nights in the girls' room, you just hear a series of zap 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 zap. Because they seem to essentially function solely as vibrators. We're gonna go with the light pink. Highlight is hazelnut brown, dark. Let's paint it in. Alright, so the girls are starting to get a little acclimated. Megan's starting to get a little acclimated. And now we get a little insert placard. Step 2, rediscovering your gender identity. Which, oh boy. So we get a series of tasks that each, they're obviously separated by the genders. Because there's just the two in this world, in this sad little camp. And the women and the girls do like girls' tasks, and the boys do like boys' tasks. So, for example, what we got? Oh, the girls learn how to clean, learn how to scrub floors, right? Very vaginal. And then the boys get essentially mechanic lessons and try to like learn how to fix a car. And all of them just end up staring at the ass of the guy who's under the car the whole time. Because obviously, right. Oh yeah, and then at one point the girls, I think they go like shopping for like wedding dresses, or they're like picking them out. And the boys are meant to chop wood. Yeah, the girls have like a weird tea party. It seems like the guys play cops and robbers. So then we get to our next little group therapy session, which I guess like, so the whole heart of the quote-unquote true directions therapy is getting to what they call your root, which is the thing that made you gay, I guess, right? And as you would imagine, all the reasons everybody gives are pretty ridiculous and hilarious. My mother made me wear pants. That's why one girl was a lesbian. Another guy was too many locker room showers. Another girl was all-girl boarding school. Another one was like, I was born in France. Mom let me play in her pumps. And then one guy just starts talking about seeing traumatic breasts, which I think is going to be the name of my new punk band. Traumatic breasts. Okay, anyway. Alright, well, so the girls do a little bit more baking, and then finally, we get a placard with step 3, family therapy. Dun dun dun. Which, I don't know, just seems really creepy and weird to, like, have your parents come in and, like, discuss your sexual nature and needs, and I don't like anything about this. Yeah, and then so it's parents' weekend. Parents are roaming around. We hear one. We overhear, like, we're walking past and we hear one parent, "There's gonna be no trust fund if you're gay." Jesus Christ. Oh, and I think it was I forget who it was they were talking, but they were like, "Yeah, my dad was unemployed for 9 months, and I think that's why I'm gay." Like seeing him emasculated like that, just like really like, so stupid. I was like, I want to laugh at this more, but I know there are people in this fucking country that take this seriously and believe this garbage, and that is really frightening to think about. But yeah, her father was unemployed for 9 months, and now she has no respect for men at all because she doesn't respect her father. That's why she's gay. Apparently, that's also how it happens now. Oh yeah, and of course the whole time throughout the movie, RuPaul is just staring at the gardener and like ogling him, or maybe it's can't tell if it's the main lady's son. I don't know, some of the extras kind of mixed up in my brain. So yeah, some of the friends are all just hanging out, and they get like a random paper airplane that just falls in their lap that says "Another Way Out, midnight this Saturday," and there's like rainbow flags and stuff all over it, which is very exciting. But before that, we get a little snippet of and then there's a really depressing conversation where I think her name is Graham, this girl that she is bonded with, has made, essentially tells her that like you are who you are, and the trick is just not to get caught. And then apparently she got sent here because, well, she was seeing some girl and their parents caught them. Megan asked if she loved her, and Graham was like, "Does it matter?" And it was just, it was so heartbreaking. Ugh. Alright, and then I believe Megan walks in on two dudes making out and tells Mike, and then one of them gets kicked out, and the other one, Clayton, gets 1 week in solitary, which I guess is like an actual doghouse. I feel like this can't be legal. But yeah, it's a little heartbreaking, and the lovers get broken up again, of course. And now we move on to step 4, demystifying the opposite sex. I just feel like if you have to put together so many steps to do something, it probably means it's more of a performance than it is of a thing that you just are. Just a thought. Oh, there's makeup in my nose. But throughout this, we get a cute little montage of Megan and Graham bonding, and it's adorable. They're like always brushing hands and stuff. It's so cute. So now we get back to that. So if you remember that mysterious flyer that was mentioned earlier, well, tonight is tonight, and apparently this is all the kids from True Directions, or at least the kids that are not living the lie, are gonna try to, are all sneaking out to a gay bar, and they get taken there by was it Lloyd and Larry, who I guess are former True Directioners, who were like, screw it, we love each other and we're just gonna like live together. And now they have like it's like almost like a little safe house for the kids, and it's super cute, and they're super cute. At first, Megan like refuses to go, and she's like, I don't want to get caught, I don't want to get in trouble. But then she sees everyone else leave, and including Graham, and she's like, screw it. So she goes along at the last minute, everything. And then that's when we meet like Lloyd and Larry on the inside of their van. But yeah, they also they pass them out fake IDs, which I guess is don't do anything illegal, but that's kind of nice, whatever. But yeah, so they're ex-gays, and then I forget which one of them said it, but they were like, oh, it's like the Underground Homo Railroad. It was really cute. And then I have the next thing I have in all caps is underage drinking, which a bunch of that happens. Oh my gosh, and then yeah, so Megan is sitting at the bar. Graham goes and dances with another girl, and Megan gets super jealous and runs out of the bar because she's really upset. And then Graham confronts her, And then, oh yeah, so they're making out, they're kissing or whatever, and it's super cute. And apparently on the way back, Sinead, who's like someone else they're with, is like kind of upset by this because I guess she really liked Graham or whatever. So yeah, so they're all rushing back to get to campus, get back on time, make sure they don't get discovered or anything. It's powder time. Oh, 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 oh. Whew, so the kids make it back just in time. So they get discovered, sneak under the covers, just as we come to check on them, and everything is fine. And then right after she leaves, Megan and Graham sneak one more kiss, and it's super cute and adorable. Alright, I'm gonna let this bake, because if I talk while all this is on my face, I'm gonna sneeze all over the place. So I'll be back, and movie magic, it will dust this off. Okay, whew. So they're having group therapy. They're ripping on this girl named Jan, who they insist is gay, and she's just like, I can't help it. I just want a big fat wiener shoved up my, and yeah, relatable. So anyway, they're having group therapy or anything and stuff, and lo and behold, when they're cleaning the rooms later, guess what? They find a little matchbook from the gay bar they went to, which is apparently named the Cocksucker, which is great. Alright, I think I'm gonna draw out some eye here first. Let's see what we got. Sorry, I can't really talk when I'm drawing on the ice, drawing on this stuff. Sorry, this is just a cheap, I think, Crown Cosmetics eye liner pen. Okay, actually, I'm gonna grab this the Mandalorian palette here. Grab this Droid Protocol, and I'm gonna try to create some sort of shape here. All right. Yeah. So we're back in group therapy. But yeah. Anyway, so the big news here is that they find out that a bunch of students snuck out to the Cocksucker. They want to know who it is and dun dun dun, all that, right? I think Lindsay is the name of the main crazy lady. She basically like traps them in there and is like, I demand to know answers. I demand to know answers. And then Graham just so skillfully deflects and is like, you know what? I did realize something. She's like, I have a crush on Joel, which is the guy. So yeah. No, it's great. It's great. It's great for everyone. Well, not great for realness, but you know. But Lindsay, the lady in charge, could not be more pleased. She's like, oh my god, our program is working. Completely seems to forget about the entire cocksucking incident. But before she leaves, she makes sure to tell everybody else that, like, I am very, very disappointed in the rest of you. I guess for not having crushes on people, heterosexual crushes on people yet. So yeah, so now it's time for another, I suppose that time of weekend for another round of parent meetings. And this time we hear coming out from one of the doors, I swear my cocksucking days are over. Haven't we all claimed to say that before? But here we are. Alright, so yeah, so we get to Megan's meeting with her parents, and it seems like she wants to tell them that she has a crush on Graham, or at least has feelings for like a girl, right? And they're like, they cut her off and they're like, before you say anything, we just want you to know that like, if you're not gay, if you're gay, or rather, if you're gay, you're cut out of the family. And they're like, so what'd you like to tell us, sweetheart? Yeah, and she of course lies to them, and yeah, it's super sad and awful and all that fun stuff. And so then later the True Deduction kids are made to protest outside the house of the Larry and, what was it, Lenny and Larry? Larry and Lloyd. And they start chanting, we're here, we're not queer, and we're not going anywhere or something, which is an obvious, you know, essentially stealing of the queer liberation. We're here, we're queer, get used to it chant. But so there's cake later on. Joel tells Graham that, man, you're so good at being straight, which I think is just, oh god. Like, if you have to, like, try to be good at it, yeah, I mean, I feel like, I mean, if you're watching this video, I'm preaching to the choir, so being gay is fine. In case that wasn't made incredibly clear from this video or any of the other millions of other videos. Millions of videos. One day, friends. One day. I got limited hours of the day, and this makeup takes time, y'all. This makeup takes time. And I gotta take it off and, like, try to be, like, presentable to the rest of the world. Sometimes I'll just go out with my stuff on. Oh yeah, so sorry, this is Mango, the orange color from the Kimchi Cheek Mango Tango palette that I'm using right now. Anyway, so it's like we're nearing graduation, and now everybody's gonna get graded on their straightness. And, nothing but a objective evaluation of that here, folks. Because that's a thing to objectively evaluate. And if they pass it, they get to go into the final step of the program, which is called Simulated Sexual Lifestyles, which just does not sound like a good idea. But anyway, so the boys have to chop wood, fix cars, and play football. The girls have to polish and clean things, and put on fancy dresses and have tea. So they have to, there's an essay portion where they have to write, what is it? My root and how it prevented me from heterosexual loving. Jesus Christ. It's like, I want to laugh, but I know there are places like this that are real, if not worse. And so everybody passes except Andre, which is very sad. And he's just like, I wasn't meant to be butch. Just, oh, poor guy. Alright, I think I'm gonna finish off my eyes, maybe a little bit whipcrack.mp3 from the Meatball Diva palette that I'm constantly using up. So yeah, so Andre's getting kicked off, and he's really sad about it, and he's like starting to go off, and then Joel goes up to him and starts telling him how great he is and everything, and Andre pushes him away and goes, the last thing I need is a fruit who proved you straight telling me how sexy I am. Aww. Yeah, Andre, before he leaves, tells them off, calls them all liars. Which, I mean, I guess he's not wrong in that capacity. Oh, but then, later on, we get a super, super sexy, hot scene between Megan and, Graham in the girls' dormitory under the covers, and they do all sorts of things, and it's really great and awesome and super sweet. And it's at one point Megan goes, you know, I know this sounds stupid, the only thing that's ever felt like this to me is cheerleading. It's awesome. But yeah, so of course they get caught because nothing good can last. Megan is getting kicked out. And she can't go home because her parents said that if she's gay, she's not welcome. So they're just like, well, guess you're on your own. Just real messed up. She offered to let Megan graduate if she would do the simulated sex thing with her son Rock, who's the super, super flamboyantly gay one. But I guess she refuses. But Graham accepts. So Megan gets kicked out and Graham gets to stay. Oh, and Graham's parents are delightful. Her stepmother goes, and this is why your mother left, which, you know, every child just, like, loves to hear that stuff. So Megan eventually ends up going over to Lloyd and Larry's, because where else is she gonna go? It's like, teach me how to be a lesbian, which is really funny. Like, I don't know if we could do that. But Dolph, one of the kids who was there earlier who ran away, I think, is there in a big rainbow jumpsuit, and he's super excited to see her, and it's really cute. But yeah, apparently, and that's when we find out that Graham was supposed to leave with her, which makes the whole thing just a little bit more heartbreaking. Yeah. And now we move on to step 5, simulated sexual lifestyles. Alright, I've drawn worse eyebrows. It'll do, pig. It'll do. This is just, what is this? Oh, it's just a cheap Crown milk chocolate eyebrow pencil. I'm gonna add a little highlight in the corners here, and then let's move on to the rest of the face. Alright, I'm gonna use the Shining Moon from the Sailor Moon ColourPop palette. Okay, simulated sexual lifestyle. Oh boy. I don't know how this is legal, but they got all these teenagers dressed in like nude bodysuits with like strategically placed fig leaves. It's super gross. And they sort of like weirdly instruct each other to like lay on top of each other and simulate sex. Like, yeah, it's not cute. And then when Graham is there, obviously, and being Rock's partner, Rock literally just does a set of push-ups on top of her, which is pretty funny. Let's get some more powder on my face. At one point, somebody asks about, like, what about, like, foreplay? And Lindsay, the woman in charge of the program, goes, foreplay is for sissies. Like, Jesus. If that's the case, give me a sissy, man. Right, I'm gonna go with the Sailor Moon blush. Cheeky. I think for the cheeks. Yeah. And then we're gonna go in and use the Kimchi Cheek bronzer, which I'm running out of, as my contour. Alright, so we finally made it to graduation. All of the girls are in vinyl pink dresses and all the dudes are in vinyl pink suits, and it's fantastic. Oh yeah, and Megan and Dolph come in camo gear. They sneak in and they're trying to like sneak out their respective boyfriend girlfriends, essentially. Yeah, so Megan finds Graham, but Graham does not want to be rescued. It is super sad. But like immediately we see in the bushes Clayton, who is Dolph's boyfriend, just like making out hard with him. So as a last-ditch effort, Megan comes running up the aisle of graduation in her cheerleading outfit and does a little cheer just for Graham, telling her how much she likes her, and it's just, oh, I can't even. It's so heartbreaking. And so, of course, like, Megan gets chased off by the adults there or whatever. But then Graham chases after her. Ah! And then the epilogue is just, like, we get, like, a little meeting of, like, parents and friends of homosexuals, which I guess means they're, like, coming to terms with it, which I guess is a good thing. That part was left a little bit unclear. But yeah, I mean, it's, like, it's a super, super cute movie. Made in 1991. And unfortunately, because horrible conversion camps are still a thing that exists in this world, not too outdated yet. So yeah, I highly recommend it. Dark comedy, lots of fun. Natasha Lyonne is a gem as always. This is one of those films that, like, I think that, what are they called, like cult classics, because it didn't really make a lot of money and get a lot of notice when it first came out. But, like, it wasn't until, like, subsequent, like, DVD rentals and stuff, like, Blockbusters really helped make this, places like that, have a lifespan afterwards. Which is great, because this is an adorable little film. Alright, well, I'm gonna put on some blush and some highlight and some lashes. Yeah, and then I'll check in with you guys in lips, and I'll fast forward the rest. Alright, I'll see. Alright, so I've got this NYX matte lip liner. This is Club Hopper. I've got a NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. And what do you know? A NYX Quickie Glossy Lipstick. I'm gonna try and mix this all together and see how it goes. I also got a LA Shine gloss that I might throw into the mix. See you in a minute.
Because the party don't stop. So put your hands on me and turn me on.
I'm gonna throw on an outfit and meet you back here in just a few minutes. Alright, so I really enjoyed this movie. I'm gonna give it a solid, like, I'm gonna give it 4 out of 5 conversion camps. Yeah. So it's a lot of fun. It's super dark comedy. It's the only thing that stops me from giving that last star is it's just like still a little too real, man, you know? But I loved it. I had a great time. RuPaul's in it and Tasha Leone's in it. You can't lose. You can't lose. Also, this hair may look a bit of a mess, but I'll have you know, this was a $12 Party City wig that I turned out one afternoon. So I'm pretty proud of how it turned out. It's $12 with the plastic hair. Yeah? Oh, cute. I'll go to the grocery store later. See if I can get somebody to buy me some groceries. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed yourself watching this. Thank you so much. If you have watched it all the way through, please like and subscribe if you can. It helps me out so much. And yeah, I'll see you next week for another very special Pride edition of Cinema Club. Yeah, thank you for watching.